As one of the Indian master said or summarized in this way, uh, the Buddha Dharma, I see, or the teaching of the Buddha are of two types, which is termed as the oral teachings and the practice teaching. The oral teachings and the practice teachings are the two aspects which combined together becomes a living teaching of the Buddha, or Buddha Dharma. Now, through study, through contemplation, we inherit, or we, engage ourselves further in understanding of the Dharma, of the study of the oral teachings. Then not only leaving it on the basis of oral teaching, but applying into practice, we bring the teaching alive into our personal experience. So these two, the oral teaching and the practice teaching comes together in study and experience. Now, whenever there is a continuation, a lineage or continuation of both study and practice together, there is a living Buddha Dharma. And that very clearly summarizes what it means to say, I am in the Dharma, or what it means to say, I'm following Buddha Dharma or Buddha teachings. Or when we say, I am a practitioner or practicing Buddhist, what it means is that we are embodying in ourselves the two aspects of Buddha's teaching, the oral tradition and the practice tradition. When one is missing, then it is not called a complete teaching, or it's not called a complete living teaching of Buddha Dharma. See, now in today's time, since the more than 2,500 years has been passed already after the passing away of the Buddha in parinirvana, we are still very fortunate that we can comfortably, we can proudly and confidently call ourselves, I am a practicing Buddhist, if we want to call it a practicing Buddhist, because what we are following, the Buddha Dharma, consists of these two aspects still very much alive. See, and that what makes the Dharma relevant, that what makes the Dharma continuing in its full form of living tradition of study and practice. So it is individuals' failure, sometimes as a practitioner, that we may not be able to fully engage or for properly engage in the study part or practice part. So at times, individually, we may say we are not able to truly fulfill, or some part of the study or the practice may be missing in the individual's part, but in the teachings part, as a living Dharma, it is still complete. It is not missing in anything. That's why even today we can say that the Dharma is living, in the sense that it is continuing on the basis of these two very important pillar or aspect, study and practice. Now, there are different traditions of religion or spiritual traditions in the world, where some simply survives or simply continues on theory, or on the on the, let's see, uh, on the, how to say, the on the words and on the theory only, but rather having no real continuation of the practice tradition. See? And that's why sometimes we find it difficult for some tradition to really connect because it is missing in the actual experience of the living teaching. So this way, we can we can feel ourselves really very, very fortunate to be connected to a living Dharma. See, now, and then uh, what we are now, engaging ourselves in this particular uh, retreat is mainly coming from the practice part. See, is the foundation of practice, uh, which we are supposed to have foregone our part of study, our part of understanding, our part of, gaining knowledge about the philosophy